I'm down. Nope. That's the end of that. Uh-oh. Well, now I get an excuse to buy new luggage. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So the Tusk Pilot Pannier bags are soft luggage. They're really good. Actually, they've been quite proven by a lot of other riders who've been on YouTube, and they've done a lot of other reviews about this. So, if you're wondering whether or not you should get them, if that's what you're here for, you're looking for a little bit of a reaffirmation as to whether or not you should purchase them, go right ahead and do it. They have a lot of good luggage space. I believe they're 35 liters of luggage volume on either end of them, which gives you a combined total of like 70. But they come with a lot of extra cool kit, and we're going to take a look at all that stuff too. But I like it. I mean, it's a really good option. I was really pleased to see that Rocky Mountain ATV and Tusk had an option like this available that came with the rack system included. It was really, really good. So what I'm going to do with this video is I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown on what you get with this whole package. And then I'm going to go over a bit of a montage when it comes up to installation time for the racks. And then we'll go over putting them onto the bike and then just get an overall look so you can get an idea, a little bit of a taste of what you get from these Pilot Pannier bags because, they're a really good set. I think I've seen a lot of people run these for a long time and they put them through their paces. So as far as a review is concerned, I haven't had them long enough for me to give you a really thoughtful review, but as an initial impression for these, they look good. So anyway, let's break down everything you get with the whole kit, because that's a really big bonus with this. All right, I'm gonna lay it out here for you. All right, this is everything that you get. That's actually, it's actually quite a lot as far as what I was expecting. When I originally started looking at buying, soft luggage, because I'm a fan of soft luggage. But I go down on the trails a lot, and I'd like to not have to worry about things being crushed or things crushing me. So that doesn't always happen, of course, but to each their own. But soft luggage has always hit right for me. And when I was looking around through this, one of the things that I noticed on Rocky Mountain ATV was that they had this Pilot Pannier set and that they included the racks, but they also included some other really cool things like these little bottle holders here that attach onto the back side with these like little, molly type sticks. I've never seen them used before. They look really, really cool. I'm excited to check them out. But I was really wondering when I saw it online and when I saw the listing, I'm like, is that price just for one bag and one, rack piece? Or does it have to be double? Because when you're out looking for luggage online, it gets a little bit weird sometimes because you'll find like a set of luggage and there'll be panniers and they'll be like, oh man, it's a great price. And then it's like small, tiny print, price for one, and you just have to double everything, but you don't. For this, I got a really good, I think it's just a really good deal, Canadian dollars wise, US dollars wise, it's just to get this much stuff. But there's one really, really cool element of this that I really, really like. With the rack set, you get this. And you must be thinking like, wow, hardware, whatever. But it's not hardware to install the racks, it's hardware to install hard cases to the racks, which I'm definitely going to do. I'm going to have another set of cases, another set of luggage here for trail riding that I want to do, and I'm going to use that stuff to put it on. But that's really cool. So let's look at some of the other stuff a little bit more in depth to get an idea of what's actually here laid out. All right, so obviously you get the two pannier bags. You have 1, 2 that come with this, and they're really good. They're nice and rugged. They have like a good rugged, fabric on here, plus the bottom is actually ruggedized quite a bit. And then there's that, molly section in the back where you would attach those bottle holders. With that, you also get a dry bag to put inside of it, which is really awesome. I didn't expect to get that. So that makes pretty much me using the old garbage bags obsolete, which is, I'm a big fan of that. Might still bring garbage bags, never know, camping. But this is the bottle bag that you get, which is neat because if you've seen my moto camping loadout, I always carry 2 bottles of reserve water. So now I have bottle bags dedicated to that. And there's all that hardware I was telling you about for the hard cases. So that lets you be creative. That's great. If you want to set up ammo cans on these things, that's your hardware to do it. You don't have to go search for that, which is really neat. The racks themselves, they have a quick release system. So you pop that fella in there and then it like quick releases. You just have to pull a little handle, which is really neat. I can't wait to start checking that out. Here's the wiring they give you to do the signal light extension. So like I mentioned, the signal lights are gonna have to move back a bit, because if you do put hard cases on here, if you want to put a hard case on with this rack system on there, it would interfere. So they give you a kit basically to extend those out, which is really neat. And then you just get the rest of the hardware to it. But overall, I mean, for the price, get all this, can't beat it. Anyway, I'm gonna get to work at starting to install this. Now, if you wanna watch that, I'll make a little install montage for you so you can just kind of play along. But if you're looking for details on the installation for this, there are awesome videos on YouTube that you can go in and check out. So number one, take a look up in the top corner and you'll have a video that'll take you over to Tomek's channel. He actually did hard cases with his Tusk system, but he goes through a nice detailed install. So you can check that out. Or you can head over to Rocky Mountain ATV's YouTube channel. They do have install instructions and I'll be following those today. So let's see how it goes on. Step number one. All right, so that's, I guess, the hardest part. But to tell you the truth, actually, that was kind of a relaxing install. I really enjoyed that. The instructions they provided were really good. And the video that Rocky Mountain ATV has for setting one of these up and installing this is actually awesome. I was able to just follow it step by step. So like I said, I mean, I could bring you along and do a step-by-step installation myself, but I might as well just send you that video because it's just as good. It's fun to kind of like watch it though, go together. I really enjoyed it. But now at this point, they're on here, they're looking good, they're really strong. You know, this is pretty rugged, you know. I think this could take a pretty decent hit. I bet you we'll definitely put that to the test. But at this point, this is where your creativity takes over. Like for me, I'm gonna go and put the soft luggage on them, and we'll go over that really quick. But at this point, these little guys here are where your creativity shines. I mean, you can go out and get ammo cans, you can go get some Pelican cases, you can get whatever you want and just bolt this sucker onto them, and then it just kind of like fits up into there, kind of like that, and then you have that quick release lock. Now, getting back to the install, a couple notes for things. Whenever get everything attached like this crossbar and all of this, leave it all loose, you know, because that'll help you get this crossbar in place and you'll be able to maneuver things a little bit easier. Loctite, put the Loctite to her, definitely the new stuff that's going on. This electrical stuff for repositioning the blinkers was actually not too bad at all. So the next step will be to get the pilot bags on there now. Man, that's gonna look so cool. Oh, I'm so pumped. I've been so excited to do this video and get this done up. I've been really looking forward to that. So let's go over that. let's get into this. I think this is going to be just totally cool. So excited. Let's get at it. All right, so just to get us started, I kind of like filled this up with some stuff. I just put a couple hoodies in the dry bags in there as well, just to give it some kind of body, because I feel like fitting these on with stuff in them is going to probably be easier. Now, there's two ways you can route this. You can route it with the MOLLE on the back, which is I think what they recommend, or you can rotate it this way. I think you could do it either way. I don't think there's any set way to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it with the MOLLE up front. That way I can have the bottles here, and then I can run a straw out if I want. But you know what? That's just thinking about stuff later. The first step to doing this is going to be slinging them over the bike, really. So to do that, I'll connect these two pieces right here. And right here. And we'll drape them down over. Like so. And after that, it just becomes a exercise of finding the sweet spot. Come up through the handles, eh? I want to still have the handles available to me. Pulling the thing out of the ditch. There we go. All right, so we got everything draped over pretty good. I kind of like it. I'm gonna take care of all this extra strapness after I'm done. But to get this mounted onto the rack, we're gonna have 4 straps, I guess. So there's like 2 top, 2 bottom on each end. And yeah, so in all this webbing, I'm gonna pull this out. Let's get rid of that. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna come around the back end here, like that. And then back through this. That feels like it works. And then we'll come through this this business here. This little link, and then back through it again. I'll leave it loose for now, just so I can have the ability to keep things even Steven. Let's do the other top over here. One thing I'll note about these is I don't think I'm going to be getting in and out of the bag very quickly. One of the things that I really liked about my old KLR luggage, the old Kawasaki luggage that I had, was that I could get in and out of that bag super fast. And it meant that it was good for, like, you know, having the drone in the air really quick. Like, I could get the drone in the air and filming in like under 5 minutes with that arrangement. But this is a little bit more work. This is a little bit more straps, a little bit more dry bag, you know. So I'm gonna have to come up with another idea for the drone as far as getting it into the air quickly and into that of the luggage. So all right, that's on there. I'll get out the other side now too. There. So those look pretty clean, you know, for what we got. I think those look pretty clean indeed. Next thing, let's get these ones up. These are going to be the straps that just compress down onto the top of the bag here. Before I do that though, I just want to kind of see here. I just want to, like, just hypothetically open this sucker up. There we go. My bag. Let's put it to the test. Let's try to just beat this thing in here. You know? Bad. Still hanging on. All right. Yeah, that tidies up pretty good. So here's another thing. So why do I want all this? Because this allows me to carry stuff right here. So like my bed mat could probably go right here now. So that's like a really cool thing. So, you know, maybe you're thinking maybe just chop this. No, it's worth goofing around with. All right, so with this package, you also get these 2 bottle holders. like that. And they come with these little webbing tassels like this. So these are pretty straightforward as far as I can tell. What are we gonna use for a bottle? There we go. Bottle holder, boys. That'll do it. And they go along the side here. So let's get this rolled down. And what I imagine you do on this is you use some sort of intertwining technique for this. So like put this in and then that goes in there. And you just kind of loop it, right? Like that. See how it goes in between? Like this one, and then this one come back underneath. Wow, that's hard to do. Whoa, did I break it? Fucking better not. No, it's a clamp. Oh, okay. It's like a little locking mechanism. Nifty. Ah, it's not so hard. There. And that locks on the top one like that. You see, that's not coming out at all. There we go. Let's put a bottle in it. Yeah, that holds really good. Neat. I think I'll play around with the other one and I'll clean that one up. There we go. That looks so cool. All right, well, there we go. I love these. I think these are gonna be so awesome. I think this is gonna be a whole new era of luggage and adventure and moto camping for sure. Oh man, I'm thinking I'm getting all these ideas in my head about what I wanna pack now, because my whole moto camping loadout is gonna change because I have an extra 20 liters of storage space. What will I use? What will those 20 liters be used for? Well, I'll keep you in the loop for sure. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this and a few other things part of a larger project for the KLR 650 with respect to an adventure motorcycle build, if you will. I'm working on a little bit of something here and I'll share it with you, but it's gonna mean a little bit more of a different moto camping loadout, some more options, more comfort. That's what these are gonna unlock. And as far as first impressions, which is what this isn't a long-term review by any means. This is more of a first impressions. This is like a kind of a window into what you can expect if you were to pick these up for yourself and you dive into it as far as installing the racks, a couple points to observe or to keep in mind when you go into that, and a little bit about first impressions of seeing this. Like overall, it looks pretty rugged. Time and wipeouts will tell whether or not this can stand up to the kind of punishment that we put it through here on Prince Edward Island. But if you're thinking about getting some new luggage, let me know what you're thinking about getting. If you're thinking about getting the Pannier, the Pilot Pannier bags here, or if you've had them for a long time, let me know what you think. I'm really interested to think of the idea or to hear the ideas that you've done with this, or the ways that you've kind of mounted this, or if you have some really cool tips, actually, that'd be great. Put those in the comments for sure. And if you're interested in seeing the KLR 650, the Silver Fox, out for some adventure riding, by all means, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Every Monday, we go out on a brand new motorcycle adventure together. And yeah, until that time, until we ride again, or until we're again in the garage here goofing around with the Silver Fox on the KLR 650. If you're riding, ride safe. And you know what? Season's almost ready to kick off again here. So anyway, till then, take care, Island Riders.